DZRJ 810 AM, the voice of the Philippines proudly brings you Equal Justice. Find out the hottest legal issues of the week and hear the analysis. And now, here are your hosts, Attorney Ador Tolentino.
Yes to peace, no to BBM. Facebook. Okay, if you want to follow me.
Attorney June Kicho.
Kailangan ano kayo comfort level eh.
Exactly.
And Attorney Tiki Tabuhara.
Vice President Binay, pati si Pinoy, pati si Executive Secretary.
Alright, good afternoon Philippines, good afternoon June, and good afternoon to all our listeners. It's Saturday. It's a bit rainy, right? But
talks to me, but I'm not intimidated by
so you mean you're still using your GPS?
Yes, I'm still
because
using
actually
my
I have a
GPS,
GPS, June,
I'm still
but I no
conventional
longer
guy.
use it. when Waze came out, I just stick to my Waze.
And look who's here, Ador.
Of course.
Yes.
Anyway, she will be properly introduced later on. She's not new to our show.
Yeah, she's actually I would say very elusive to fame, but fame is actually catching up with her.
Of course.
Yeah. With I think four very controversial issues.
Major issues.
Yes, right up her shoulders.
Yeah. Anyway,
So,
I posted in our Facebook page at Equal Justice at DZRJ 8:10 AM that this afternoon we will have a very feisty lawyer slash advocate slash artist.
yes, that's what I like about her.
Yeah. Slash culture
She can be
preserver.
She can be the most famous lawyer in the land nowadays, but she remains to be
very controversial
artist.
lawyer at that.
Yes.
I would say very controversial because of not by choice, I guess, but by circumstance.
Yeah.
It landed on her lap. This very controversial case that actually rocked the entire nation while I was away. I was in Malaysia. I was in Malaysia that
you were
weekend.
vacationing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just heard about this. Oh my God!
While you were
it's a
spending
fun day.
your hard-earned lawyer's fees in Malaysia.
Well, as I posted in the Facebook, ladies and gentlemen, we will be talking about not so much on the the factual basis for the filing of the case, but I'd like to go more into the thoughts of our guest.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd like to talk about her fame, though.
Yes. This is about her right now. This is about her. We'll just segue a bit to some of the nitty-gritty of the case, but I'm really more interested with our guest right now. We will be talking about, of course, the case filed against Iglesia ni Cristo ang Sanggunian by Mr. Isaiah Samson Jr.
Yes.
And we are very lucky this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, to have with us no less than the one of the counsels, because there are two counsels handling Mr. Samson's case to enlighten us. Maybe yung mga hindi nakasulat. Kasi, I already read it, most of the articles written about the controversy, from the time it was filed to the time that, Iglesia ni Cristo mounted all these public protests, mass protests, and surrounding the DOJ, demanding De Lima's resignation for whatever reason they were able, they thought of, okay? And a rally of maybe 500,000 all over the country.
15,000? No. 12
Sabi ng dito pa lang sa Metro Manila, 250,000 na eh.
That's the membership. But they weren't in the street, so that was in fact.
So if only 15,000, how come that they cause so much, traffic jam for 5 days?
Well, if you occupy 3 out of 4 lanes, you're going to cause.
Kung sa bagay, may stall lang yung isang sasakyan sa 4-lane or 5-lane EDSA, 1 lane lang yung na-block ng konti.
Yes,
You know,
they have
it's
3
kilometric na
hours.
yung effect
Yes.
nun. So, 15 people occupy, 15,000 people
Yeah.
occupy maybe 2 or 3 lanes.
Yes.
Medyo
Plus,
mas
they
matigas
were
na.
displaced because they weren't allowed in the EDSA shrine. So they were, because that's private property.
Yes,
so they were displaced. They were literally on the streets.
On the street.
So that would have caused a massive jam. Actually, I was more flattered because, of course, we realized that wow, our case caused a rally, but but wait a
Exactly.
minute, diba, parang
Yeah.
wow, okay reaction. But we actually felt even more flattered when we were mentioned in Pugad Baboy.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, I think that's an
Yes.
honor.
Yes,
My case is
yes.
mentioned in Pugad
Yes.
Baboy.
Yeah, it's a social
Yes,
satire, right?
Yes.
This,
And not only that, it's a
cartoon.
classic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pugad Baboy is a
Yeah,
classic.
since I was what?
Yes.
I started reading Pugad Baboy when I was in high school, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I thought Pugad Baboy is a product of EDSA.
No.
Si Aling Otik pa before Ed.
Yeah, but yes. Because I think Otik is with Nome Marcelo. I think Pugad Baboy
Pugad Baboy
was after
Afterwards.
Ninoy was
Yes, remember?
Yes.
Ninoy was assassinated. So nasa UP na pala ako nun. First
In
year.
Inquirer, di ba Pugad Baboy ang mga nagdodraw ng...
Right. Yeah,
Yes.
stand corrected.
Yes,
Since
started, yes.
since the
86.
the assassination
Huwag
of
pabata, Ador.
Sakit
baka
tayo.
ibang Pugad Baboy yung pinabasa ko nun.
Because Tisoy,
Si Tisoy,
was the martial law.
Right.
Yes, Aling
was the-
Otik.
Yes, Aling
Right,
Otik,
right.
Tisoy, yes.
Kapag kinat mo yun, Trixie, cut, and then frame it.
Baka mag-rally na naman daw sa EDSA.
Okay, meron ako nabasa dun sa ano mo,
Yes.
sa Facebook wall mo, sabi, somebody reported my profile picture as obscene.
I've seen that.
Is that in connection
Kala ko
with
pa naman ang ganda-ganda ko dun.
is that in connection with the Samsung case too?
Quite possibly because it was after.
Okay.
Kasagsagan ng rally.
How was it? How did you find out?
Facebook will notify you
Okay.
They'll tell you that. But since it complied with community standards, we thank you. So it complied with community standards. They said they're allowing my Facebook profile to remain.
But your Facebook profile is only your face, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
It was my face.
To have an obscene face. That's my dream.
I need to
That
get
is my dream. I am sex all over.
We need to get you an MTR
Yes, whenever I go out, kailangan Jeep,
Kailangan GP.
at least PG.
At least the one who reported
Rating.
At least the one who reported your picture to be obscene, okay, really found it, sexily obscene.
Yeah.
That it does not, does not
Yes.
conform
Yes.
with
Yes.
Facebook
Community
standards.
standards.
Yeah. Well, if I would rather be known as sexy than a good lawyer.
Okay.
I have no
I get
insecurities
that.
about them being a lawyer.
Okay. Pwede na tayong pumunta dun
Oh, na, sige na. Yes.
Go tayo.
Beauty secret sa mga yun.
Hindi, ito muna. Okay. Because until now, Trixie, I know that DOJ has not yet issued the summons.
So there's no prosecutor yet.
Yeah, pero rumors have it, okay, that it would be already assigned to a certain prosecutor.
Or within by next week, from what we understand. Yeah.
Ano yung source ng information nyo? Insider information?
Yes.
Or
Actually, Brad niya. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Well, wait, because in some instances, the DOJ constitutes a panel. Yes, a committee.
Panel
to do PI. Is that a possibility here? And when is that? When does that happen?
I know that I've had PI with a panel of prosecutors twice, and in both cases there were national security. So in Oakwood it was a panel of prosecutors, and then the illegal possession of firearms against several of those who were also involved in the mutiny case. But the enlisted men who were released earlier, they were caught again like 1 month after they were released, allegedly for plotting another coup, but But they could the charges for rebellion couldn't stick kasi I
Yes.
showed up at PI and I said really, and they said okay fine, illegal possession na lang daw. And there's like 6 of them who were charged for the possession of 3 firearms. So we kicked it for about three of them, but still it was a panel of
I
prosecutors.
see.
But the panel.
So you're expecting that in
I'm
Samson's
expecting
case?
only one prosecutor.
Yeah, kasi that should not be, given special consideration. Kasi if you appoint a panel, then that actually to me is giving really more special
the creation.
attention to it than an ordinary. It's just an ordinary illegal detention
The
case.
creation of a panel is discretionary upon
the
the
DOJ.
DOJ. The secretary?
No, the prosecutor
The
general.
prosecutor general. Okay. Well, at least that's good information for our people. But are there like very specific considerations for the creation of special panels?
In the case of Oakwood, they created the panel because there were 200 respondents.
There's
So-
just too many of
Yes.
them.
Yeah.
Too many of them.
One single
National
prosecutor
would
could
not
simply
handle
So national
handle
security
everything.
was not a consideration there.
Yes.
It
Also
was. It was or it wasn't?
in
In the
no, this
Oakwood
one-
case.
In the Oakwood case, it was national
Yeah,
security
definitely,
at the outset.
But
So-
this one, I don't think it's a national security.
It became
case.
one during the rally.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Come on. This is not even a political issue.
Yeah, well, because matters of national security are also matters of circumstance.
Yes.
So-
In this case,
Yes,
definitely.
in this case it could be.
And the
yeah.
circumstance was created in
Yeah.
response to the filing of the case. So, parang naging chicken and egg dito. Although we're
Yeah.
expecting only a single prosecutor, the facts of the case are fairly simple. The issues are fairly simple. There are 3 victims and all my victims are alive.
Yes.
So, we have the direct testimony with sufficient evidence. It shouldn't be difficult.
Yes.
The rally was actually a surprise
Right.
because it was kind of an overreaction.
Right.
First, because
And I think they are feeding wrong information. Like they
Yes.
said that it's actually a
The
case
Pinoy
against
yes.
Manalo himself.
Yes.
When in fact he was not even one of the
Yes.
respondents.
In fact, it was announced, and we
Yeah.
have copies of one of the circulars that was given to some of those members, and they were informed during the rally that with the punong ministro, Mr.
Is being-
Eduardo Manalo, was going to be arrested
Yeah. So,
because of the case we filed.
so they really fed on the emotion of
Yes.
their members.
And the obedience of them,
Yes,
because
yeah.
it's church doctrine
Right,
to be
exactly.
obedient.
Especially if their chief minister is on the line.
Yes,
I'm sure that they will do everything, to protect the interests of their church, their
Yes.
minister, and their chief minister.
Because it's a corporation soul. So,
Exactly.
So
Okay, one question, but reserve your answer, Pixie, for after the break na lang tayo.
Yes,
So, why did you file the case before the DOJ and not before a city prosecutor's office like Quezon City, where the crime supposedly, was committed?
Alright.
Okay. After the break, you will give us the answer.